man. What a pain. Oh, and Twitch still doesn't understand how live streams work, apparently, even though it's literally its entire thing. Let's see. Gonna guess that's not gonna show. Correct. So I have to redo this from scratch as well. Pop out chat. Copy. Paste. Alrighty.
This is exhausting. I had no idea it'd be so hard to find a parking space here. We should have just taken the metro.
Sorry, it's my bad. I forgot to check if there was parking before we left. But we haven't gotten much exercise lately, so let's just consider it a workout?
You're the one who never exercises. The only time you run is when you're using Eos's body. Speaking of things we haven't done lately, it's been ages since we had a good meal. Since that dinner with the cunning hares, right?
All that complaining about being tired. I knew there was more to it than that.
We deserve to treat ourselves with all our hard work lately. What do you think? How about we have a meal somewhere nearby when we're done?
Seeing as our profit for this month has been picking up, sure.
Hooray! You're the best! Let me see what's good around here. Why is the signal so weak?
What's wrong, Belle?
Oh, look out! Don't tell me it's broken.
Oh.
Are you all right? Are you hurt?
Belle! Belle! Are you okay? Are you injured?
I'm okay. Have we met somewhere before?
Have we?
Sorry, I think we've mistaken you for somebody else.
Oh.
Juyuan, Qingyi, thank you so much for your help this afternoon. If it weren't for you acting so fast, I'd probably be lying in the hospital right now.
Don't mention it. Keeping citizens safe is our duty as public security officers, and we're thankful for your cooperation. All that paperwork took some time.
Have you determined the cause of the accident?
We can't say for sure right now. The driver is fine physically, but he doesn't remember anything leading up to the accident. But don't worry, every problem has a solution. We'll find a way to get to the bottom of this.
It's getting late. Why don't you two head home? Feel free to contact us if you recall any further details about the accident.
Chaos.
Welcome back.
Good. What was all that?
A lot
Oh my
from the
gosh.
sound of it.
So much. The doorbells was ringing, Daisy's barking. My phone was ringing. I'm like, I just want to sit down.
Nah, you can't do that.
I'm not gonna stream tonight. I'm just gonna enjoy the game. But, how's your game been progressing?
It has been, now that I'm not sitting here talking at length about unrelated things. Yes, exactly. Man,
No,
that's
fun, though.
one of my oldest live streams was Void and I playing Dark Souls 3. It's like a 4 or 5 hour stream, and more than half of it is him and I milling around outside of a boss room, just talking about Warframe.
I love that. It's
Thanks again
hilarious.
for your help, you two.
If you pass by 6th Street in the future, be sure to visit our video store. I'll give you a free membership card.
So you live on 6th Street. I expect we'll run into each other soon.
Oh, what do you mean?
Hold on, Qingyi. Being vague could give the wrong impression. Here, take a look at this. It should better explain what she's talking about.
The officer on the flyer looks familiar.
That's Bringer, Deputy Commander of PubSec HQ in Janus Quarter. Qingyi and I were actually sent to the Lumina branch temporarily by Inspector Bringer to prepare for this event. We'll be holding a big safety lecture here soon for the citizens. The two of us will be visiting nearby neighborhoods and distributing the questionnaires to encourage them to attend.
I see. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thanks. Please, keep the questionnaire. If you're interested in the seminar, you can fill in your info and give it to us when we visit 6th Street.
See you again soon, managers.
So, public security officers will be visiting 6th Street soon. That's never happened in all the time we've lived there. By the way, there's something else I want to discuss with you, Wise. It's about Jiyuan and Qingyi.
What a coincidence. I want to discuss that too. But we shouldn't talk here. Their office is still nearby.
Let's head home first.
Okay. I was hoping those two would still be standing around after the dialogue was over, but oh well.
Stop!
Alright, we can finally get back to our earlier discussion. About Jiyuan and Qingyi. I knew you'd noticed too. It's not our first time meeting them. After Belobog called PubSec in the Hollow, weren't they the officers who investigated? You were disguised as EOS at the time, so they weren't aware there was anyone apart from Belobog Industries present.
Good thing I didn't give us away, or we could have been in trouble.
We might bump into them again soon, so we should check the visual record of the investigation, just to be safe.
Fairy, could you extract the data from back then?
Yes, Master. I found the footage you require.
Thanks for your cooperation. We have a rough idea of how things unfolded. Earlier today, you all ended up deep in the Hollow after the Bangbu with your carrot malfunctioned. Then, you were attacked by an unknown monster right here. Is this the faulty Bangbu?
Yes, but some of its parts might have been corrupted. We'll hand over a detailed repair report later.
I'm not sure why, but something feels different about this Bangbu. It looks unusually clever, almost cunning.
Wait a sec, Qingyi. Saying things like that in front of the person filing the report might get us reported. Let's put aside how they ended up in the Hollow for now. Seems like Belobog Industries has come across something quite extraordinary.
Absolutely. I don't remember seeing anything with such unique traits in the records. Let me take a closer look at it. Looks like there's something inside the crystal.
Don't touch that! All non-forensic officers are prohibited from handling evidence without proper authorization. Besides, it's too risky, even if you've undergone corruption resistance treatments.
Inspector, the crime scene is just up ahead.
Where's that ferocious the dangerous criminal?
Inspector Bringer, what are you doing here?
Oh, you two are in charge of the scene. Here come two elites of our criminal investigation department. Bring the suspect over. Get my good side when you take the picture. I need it for the headlines tomorrow.
Inspector, the suspect isn't here. They were attacked by an unknown being with high ether activity.
Huh? So it was just an ethereal?
No, Inspector. It had some peculiar characteristics. We suspect it to be the result of hollow mutation, or the product of some type of illegal activity.
Hold on. You see now, Juyuan, it's good to be vigilant as a public security officer, but the election is just around the corner. If we reveal the presence of an unknown monster in the Hollows at this stage, my election, the citizens will be put in fear. Public security shouldn't make any hasty announcements. We must investigate the matter thoroughly first.
Rest assured, we've requested the collected evidence be given to hand for expert analysis. We're confident we'll soon be able to...
What? It's being given to hand? You did the right thing. Still, let our forensics team handle the evidence collection. You two have always been my trusted aides. So I have a very important task for you.
Man, I sure do wonder who the villain of this
It's clearly
upcoming
a very
story arc
unique
could be.
etheractive being. Yet Inspector Bringer wasn't interested in the slightest. At least he didn't say no to giving over the evidence to hand. Oh, now I get it. The important task Inspector Bringer mentioned is the seminar at the Lumina branch. What's so special about this seminar that he has to send Juyuan and Qingyi to manage it?
Fairy, are you able to bring up any info related to the seminar?
I'm running a search on keywords Lumina Square and Public Security Safety Awareness Month. There are several relevant articles by multiple media companies. I shall read them. Given the recent surge in major incidents within the city this month, and aiming to safeguard urban security while enhancing public awareness, Janus District Public Security has decided to launch the Public Security Safety Awareness Month across the entire
Sorry.
district.
Oh gosh, I was
Provide
about to,
users with practical information. Public security
to say something, then I choked on the chocolate chips I was eating.
Well done.
In planning the event.
I'm back. Who knows for how long?
Worried someone will come to the door again?
Or Jay-Z, or... Lay down, please. Who knows what? I can hardly wait to take care of 2 dogs.
I certainly do not envy you.
Well, they're really chill, though. The few times I've met them now. So... we'll see. Hopefully it stays that way.
Well, you just missed what I assume is going to be kind of sort of the antagonist of the story arc.
Who?
Some head investigator with public security who's angling for re-election by covering up the weird mutated thing that the Bellabog people had to fight.
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
Mr. Bringer, commanding officer of the district headquarters and the driving force behind the event, will also be in attendance at the seminar, which is to take place at the Lumina branch. Along with the other officers in charge, Inspector Bringer will conduct a media interview during the event to address any concerns.
Why does it seem like people don't like
So, it's not just Inspector
Nicole?
Bringer attending the seminar, but a
What do
bunch
you
of
mean?
media representatives as well.
I don't know. Do people like Nicole?
In game or community?
Mm-hmm. In game.
They seem to.
Okay, maybe I've just tuned into the few times they're like, oh, Nicole.
Where has she even been mentioned in the last while?
No, it's been a little bit.
Like,
But I just thought about asking you.
these two are kind of annoyed with her by virtue of her owing them a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
But that being the case, they
fair.
seem to still get along pretty well with her.
Oh, okay. Because every time like something happens and she's involved, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're not surprised Nicole knew about that, knew somebody
Well, I mean,
was involved in it."
within
And I can just never
within
tell
the
if they're
canon
like,
of the
"Ugh,"
game,
or-
Nicole is also the head of a pretty well-known, pretty accomplished group of Hollow Raiders,
Mm.
which is like a pretty big deal.
Yeah. True.
Like, how much of this was her just buttering the three of them up is questionable, but like during the first story arc that you missed a lot of, Nekomata said something about the Cunning Hares being like one of the top 5 hollow rating groups or some such.
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, at the very least, they were, I don't know.
Okay. No, I mean, I just had, like, I wasn't clocking it very well. Like, I just didn't know if it was something against her, or it's just, like, in that moment, the way they said it.
Are generally exasperated with the fact that she owes them money. But at the same time,
that's fair.
They get along well enough that at the end of the first story arc, like, these two went and had dinner with Nicole and the other members of her group.
Oh, okay.
Like, it seems, the way it's presented, it seems to me kind of like they're all, like, really long-time friends from before they all got involved in the illegal dealings that they are now all a part of.
Oh, fun. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, this is something I think I vaguely mentioned one of my first couple of streams doing this, but technically speaking, most of the game's major characters are criminals. Because,
I don't
like,
think I realized.
within the, like,
I don't think I realized it was illegal. For some reason, I missed that part.
as I understand, like, hollows are the big weird, like, space distortions that are popping up in the game, like in the world of the game. As I understand, the only people who are supposed to be entering hollows are public security and other, like, government organizations and people that they give specific approval to. So, like, Bellabog Heavy Industries has approval to enter hollows, but only because they're doing construction work that requires that they go into some hollows and go through some hollows. Hollow Raiders
I guess that makes sense.
are
Raiders.
characters like the cunning hares, so Nicole and Billy and Anby and Nekomata, who go into hollows to retrieve things or various.
So it's kind of like mercs.
Yeah, they're basically
in a way,
like they're
yeah.
basically for hire to go do some kind of work in hollows.
Yeah.
Since
That makes sense.
since all of the currently playable characters are Hollow Raiders, with right now the 3 most upcoming characters all being public security members, I believe. That will make the 3 upcoming characters the first characters introduced to the game, like the first playable characters in the game who are not committing a crime by working in the hollows.
Yeah.
Because, like, Bellabog Heavy Industries has permission to work in, like, to do their actual on-paper job in hollows, but they are also raiders in addition to having legitimate jobs.
Oh, okay.
The same is kind of sort of true of Victoria Housekeeping. Like, they run a legitimate housekeeping business, but also, like, underground do work in hollows.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like that, because I've noticed like their store, or as they say, you know, is not doing well. But
yeah, the two
what's
main
keeping
characters
them afloat is
the 2 siblings are basically like their job is to guide people around in hollows using like their weird information system computer thing that
Fairy?
now has... Well, Fairy is something they acquired near the beginning of the game. They had some sort of setup that allowed them to mine hollow data and navigate people through them. Fairy just makes that process easier for them.
Oh, okay.
Like at the beginning of the game,
by AI or something?
At the beginning of the game, their system got hacked and they lost all of the data that they had spent all their time collecting. Fairy,
okay, I kind of remember that. Yes.
Yeah, they got Fairy immediately after that, kind of by chance, and Fairy is basically being a super intelligent AI is. Serving as the replacement for, like, her computational abilities are serving as the replacement for the data that they lost, basically. Rather than relying on data that they had already collected, Fairy is able to just compute on the fly where everyone in the hollow needs to go. Seems to be what's going on.
That's okay. Oh, that makes a little more sense. Thanks for the rundown.
And this is all just my vague understanding based off of what everyone has said so far. There's also the fact that the siblings have some sort of ulterior motive in being proxies, like hollow guides, basically, that they vaguely reference, but haven't said in enough detail for me to have any clue what it is.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You hear that, Wise? Juyuan and Qing Yi will participate in the interview too. Must be quite the honor for a public security officer, right? What do you think about this seminar?
It's just a seminar to educate citizens about safety, so it wouldn't hurt to go. Besides, with top officials from public security attending, we might pick up some useful information.
Okay, it's decided then. We'll tell Jiyuan and Qingyi we'd like to attend the event when they come to 6th Street in a few days.
Okay, so you remember yesterday or the day before I texted you the pictures that are like 3 upcoming characters?
Mm-hmm.
So those 3 are the characters that will be added in the next, or I guess technically in the game's first update. This character right here will be the current update's second banner once the Shark Girl is done.
Oh yeah, nice.
Also, here's the actual model of one of the characters I sent you the other day.
Oh yeah, because I commented on her tennies.
Yes. She's also a robot, not a
She's
human.
a police officer. Oh, okay.
That
explains
too,
the
yes.
lines on her legs.
I don't know if she's, like, completely... You can't actually get the camera that close or else the character model fades out, but... I don't know if she's, like, completely a robot like Billy is, or if she's just part robot. I don't know.
Yeah. Huh. Nice.
Criminal cases have been rampant lately. To raise safety awareness among citizens, Janus Quarter Public Security has launched the Safety Awareness Month campaign. We'll be holding a seminar at the Lumina branch soon. Please come and join us if you have time.
A public security event? Oh, how nostalgic. I participated in such an event years ago, you see. It was somewhat reminiscent of a coffee tasting event. I even had the chance to offer everyone present some freshly ground coffee. Albeit, it wasn't a top-shelf roast. Oh, it's a shame public security's facilities now smell of air fresheners everywhere. No longer suitable places for enjoying coffee while freely conversing.
What do you mean?
Of course, while fine wines develop into richer experiences with time, other worthy items can go bad. Oh, I'm talking of coffee beans.
Stop, Daisy.
So to
Lay
prevent
down.
the coffee beans at my shop from facing a sorrowful fate, I have to go grind them
You're
properly.
fine.
I'm afraid I can't make the event. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Enzo, according to our data, you're running a remodeling shop on 6th Street. Would you be interested in attending the seminar?
Well, hey, it's not often I get invited out by 2 young ladies, so I'd love to join you. Unfortunately, my second aunt's grandfather's son's cousin is getting married that day. I can't miss such an important family event.
Huh, I understand. In that case, I hope your relative has a great wedding.
Oh, I have a customer coming soon to collect his car. I better get back to it.
Good morning, Juyuan, Jingyi.
Good morning, Wise. Belle.
Here are our questionnaires. We've decided to attend the seminar.
Wonderful. If it weren't for you two, we wouldn't have recruited a single participant yet.
Jingyi, that's blunt.
So what? It's the truth. Besides, it's not like they're strangers, right?
Yeah, right. But how come nobody on 6th Street wants to go to the seminar? Everyone here is usually pretty welcoming.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Now that you mention it,
Man,
there
I
is
wonder if it
something I'd
has
like to
anything to
ask
do
you.
with the fact that everyone on 6th Street gets along really well with the 2 criminals that most of the people on 6th Street know are criminals.
Right.
I don't know. The coffee shop guy might not know, but the remodeling shop guy has to know. Like, I can't imagine any situation where he wouldn't.
Right.
Some of the residents on 6th Street only registered their names, but didn't fill in their addresses. Do you know where they live?
Oh, let me see. Asha, General Chop. Spike should be one of our members, an older gentleman. We know all these people.
How about we help you take the questionnaires to them?
That's a good idea. 6th Street doesn't usually have much interaction with public security. So if they see officers handing stuff out all of a sudden, they might be wary and refuse. If it's a neighbor who brings them the questionnaire, maybe they'll be more open to it.
Oh, we wouldn't want to trouble you.
You two already did us a huge favor. It's only right we return the gesture.
Zhu since they're willing, we should let them help.
Okay, thank you, really. Let's split up and meet back here later then.
So, something that's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, because the game doesn't have any kind of credit screen, and because none of them have been, or only a small handful of them have been announced anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
I've actually got no clue who most of the voice actors are in this game.
Nice.
Like, there are, like I said, there are a tiny handful that have already been announced, like the two siblings, as well as the person who voices Anvi. And then there are a couple whose voices I recognize, like the guy that voices Anton, the construction guy with the crazy hair.
Yeah.
His voice is really easy for me to recognize. Because in general, I guess, really. He also does live streams, so I hear him talk a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually a voice actor I have talked a lot about when I've been like on my streams, because he's the same guy that voices Akihiko in Persona 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know exactly who that is. Then.
I mean, technically speaking, I have no way of knowing for sure that it's him. But A, he sounds exactly the same. B, he made a joke on one of his live streams a while back that was something along the lines of having recently confirmed that he would be voicing a third lightning-themed character in a Hoyoverse game or some such.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And I mean, this is the only game that was yet to be released at the time. Like, they've not announced any other new games.
Yeah.
But, like...
Yeah, that's true.
I swear I know Qingyu's voice from somewhere. The girl with the pigtails. But I can't place it.
Huh.
Do
you want me to look her up?
I mean, there's no information anywhere. Like, I've looked up a lot of the characters.
Oh, really?
There's no information at all about a lot of the English language voice actors for the game right now.
I misunderstood if you said that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like when I... Actually, no. Hers might be... Okay. Okay. She's voiced by Kira Buckland, so I definitely know. Trying to think of... She would not have been in anything I've live streamed. And that's probably the only way you ever would have heard her voice. But, like, let's see. No clue who voices Nekomata. No clue who voices Nicole. No clue who voices Billy.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at zenless.zone0.fandom.com wiki.
Yeah.
And there's so many, like,
that is the most complete voice actor list we have right now.
That's crazy.
And like every other Hoyoverse game, as soon as the game released, we've been able to fill that out because all of the other games have the voice actors listed in the game somewhere. But this one doesn't. Because this game doesn't have a lot of stuff that is typical of their games. which is kind of odd and kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I might be wrong, but I feel like this game has released with significantly fewer characters than Genshin or Star Rail did as well.
Huh. I mean, it does seem like a small amount, though.
But like,
I mean, I think it's good to kind of shake it up a little bit.
I agree.
You know, it's not like a copy and paste of all their other games.
I agree, but at the same time, it wouldn't have been that hard to have, like, somewhere, at the very least, where you could see who the voice actors are.
Okay,
like,
yes.
At the very least,
that, yes.
Like, the thing I think they should have had, that they have in all of their other games, is a menu somewhere where you can view the character models and all of their voice lines.
Credits. Yeah.
Because the voice line menu for each character is where you can see the voice actor in Genshin and Star Rail.
Yeah, they definitely should have done that.
And I'm sure over time we'll get like more like actual announcements as to who the voice actors are.
For sure. Yeah.
But like as it is right now, all the ones that we have are either they were like the voice actor was announced by like on the game's Twitter account, or it was announced on the like voice actor's own Twitter account.
Right. That's strange.
On a somewhat similar note, though, something that is really interesting about Genshin and Star Rail, and presumably also this game. Both Genshin and Star Rail have a lot of voice actors that I had never heard of before they got roles in those games.
That's cool.
Either because they don't typically voice in anime or anime-related media, or some of them are just like fairly new, up-and-coming voice actors.
Yeah, I mean, and being able to voice act in a big game or a company like that is great. Good for them.
There are also a fair number of voice actors that have just voiced in a lot of video games that I've never heard of.
Yeah. I just don't in my game. She have a mask on?
Who, what?
Oh, some woman that just passed you had a mask on and I thought it was funny.
Huh.
La, la,
oh,
la, la.
I see, yeah. Okay. I kind of get the feeling that this story arc is going to end with something along the line with the two officers and something along the lines of, well, we know you're criminals now, but we're just going to keep that to ourselves because you helped us out.
Right. We'll just overlook a few things.
I also get the impression that the two of them are not quite fully aware of the general disdain of at least 6th Street for public security.
Yikes.
I can't say I've ever played a game where the police force was called public security and they weren't, at best, a generally corrupt organization with a very corrupt, with at best a handful of decent people. Because like the other games I can think of with a police force called public security, Half-Life. Well, technically Half-Life 2 specifically, but that's actually the only one I can think of right off the bat. Actually, that was civil security, but that's not exactly that far away.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, I'm listening. I'm battling a giant spider as well. Shit, I killed it. Okay. Phew, I can breathe. What? Are you laughing at me or your game?
I'm laughing at the game. Apparently, even to the 6th Street residents that don't know the siblings are criminals, they seem pretty criminal-ish.
I love that. Oh, I see. Nice. I don't know if my internet's struggling, but it's struggling. Something's struggling. Fucking hell. Oh, give me 1 second, be right back.
Alright.
Hello, Wise. Belle? Some customers mentioned you were looking for me. I understand you're helping those two officers from public security hand out questionnaires?
So, you already know.
One of the perks of running a store on the street is being well informed. Anyway, please tell the officers I have other things to tend to that day.
I knew it. I had a feeling General Chop would say no before we even got here. And after I told Juyuan and Chingy we could help.
Oh, have other people said no too?
Yeah. Asha, Spike. Oh, and I think Tin Master and Enzo said no this morning too.
Is there...
I thought my mom was home, but she was not.
It's no big secret. It's just... some of us older residents on 6th Street know some things you're not aware of. Do you two know who the guy on the questionnaire cover is?
Isn't that Inspector Bringer? I heard he came up with the event.
Then have either of you heard of the Hollow Hero from the Eridu period?
I've never heard of it.
Well, for a while back then, that's what the residents called Bringer. Before the fall of the old capital, Bringer happened to be the commanding officer in my precinct. After being promoted from the front line, despite being an inspector, he still got involved at the ground level and interacted with the residents, so they regarded him highly. Then, he went missing in a hollow during a rescue mission. But just when everyone thought he was done for, he miraculously made it back out. Just like that, he became known as the Hollow Hero. He was then transferred to the HQ in Janus Quarter and quickly advanced to the ranks over the years.
That's a pretty inspiring story.
It used to be, but these days, people say the Hollows have drained the Hollow Hero of all his courage. Now, Bringer presents himself as a hard worker, but we older residents can see through it. He's just putting on an act.
Maybe he's just burnt out, wants to retire.
What's more, in recent years, he's clearly been cozying up to Tops. He's implemented a number of measures under the guise of benefiting the public, but it's those big corporations that benefit in the end. He's aiming for commander of Janus Quarter in the upcoming municipal election, launching a safety campaign right now, even putting his own image on the questionnaire. His motives are pretty clear, don't you think?
Sounds like Inspector Bringer is trying to advertise himself through the seminar.
Exactly. Holding the seminar is a good thing, but I can't go knowing what Bringer is up to.
Thanks for telling us all this, General Chop.
I'm just sorry I can't be of help this time around.
Well, we visited all the neighbors. It might be awkward, but it's probably time we go back and tell Juyuan and Qingyi the news.
We've gone up and down 6th Street, but we haven't even gotten 10 people to register for the seminar.
We've done our best. Let's get a drink and take a break.
Hey, easy for you to say, but the conference hall we're in can fit 300 people, you know? As things stand, it'll be more than half empty.
Inspector Bringer must have chosen this area because there's a lot of residents nearby, thinking it'd be easier to find people to participate. Shame many of them are from his previous precinct.
Or he chose the area that he knew would waste the time of people he didn't trust.
Right.
I was just wondering why you're in such low spirits today, when I've never seen you discouraged by difficult tasks before. But then I remembered. The inspector saved your life once. Not being able to accomplish what we'd hoped, on top of seeing him come under fire. It must make you feel even worse.
If Bringer hadn't rescued me in that hollow back then, I wouldn't even be here, let alone be a public security officer. I understand he's no longer the hero he used to be, but can someone who gave up his anti-corruption gear to a child be such a bad guy? Sure, he's had some dealings with Tops, but it's inevitable, especially when many of our devices are jointly developed with Tops.
If Bringer rescued Juyuan from a hollow when she was a child, then either she has to be a lot younger than she looks, or Bringer has to be a lot older than he looks. I feel like.
Yeah.
And besides, doesn't he always say he lacks sufficient authority to make changes? If he gets elected, maybe he might be able to turn public opinion around.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
What?
Okay, bitch.
It means when someone flatters undeserving people, it's considered an act of sycophancy. If one should stand up for what is right but remains indifferent, it shows that person is a coward. As public security officers, we need to be clear about what we should and shouldn't do. There may be many different ways to interpret Inspector Bringer's actions, but only he knows whether he has a clear conscience. If his deeds were pure, even if he's misunderstood for the time being, things will work out in the end.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, someone's coming.
Sorry, Are we interrupting you two?
Oh, we were just chatting. Did you go talk to the residents?
We gave them the questionnaire, but they all happened to be busy on that day. Sorry for not being very helpful.
Oh, it's okay. We're just grateful you tried it all. We're almost done with distributing the questionnaires here too. Then Chingy and I will be heading back to the office.
Wait a minute! Officers! Oh, good. You didn't go. Oh.
General Chop, did you run all the way here? Why?
It's hard to explain, but just now, there was a crime committed over there, and it's at a stalemate. Please, officers, you have to go take a look.
A crime? Let's go check out the scene.
Great. Please, follow me.
Wise, let's go see what's going on.
Oh. Oh, I see.
If you say there's officers nearby, then let them come and weigh in. I mean, what possible argument could there be? They were caught in the act.
Sir, caught in the act doesn't seem fair. It's similar to seeing only foam on a cup of barley latte and declaring it isn't coffee.
Calm down now, gentlemen. We're public security officers. What's going on here?
Officers, you're finally here. It's like this. I'm Gale. I'm a driver for Pegasus Logistics. I was making a delivery in the neighborhood. I'd finished the delivery and was calling the next client when I heard a suspicious thud from the back of my truck. Startled by the noise, I quickly rushed over, only to find all my ducks flying and running out of the cargo compartment. A flustered Bang-Boo was caught at the scene of the crime. This is that very Bang-Boo.
Look, Wise. Isn't that Bang-Boo give change from the 141 convenience store?
Officers, I saw the whole thing. There was no one around when it happened except this Bang-Boo. I'm sure it opened my cargo compartment. Those ducks inside are a new specially bred variety. They're worth a fortune. Losing just one or two of them will cost me more than a month's salary.
I've taken your statement, sir. Bang-Boo, do you have anything to add?
Okay.
Hey, what do you mean the door was open? I know you opened the door and let all the ducks out!
Sir, if I might say, I think you're being too harsh on Give Change. Officers, as Give Change's neighbor, I must say something on their behalf. I know them well, and I'm sure they wouldn't do anything like this.
Then tell me, why was my cargo compartment open despite being locked? Officers, there's been tons of Bang-Boo committed crimes in the city lately. You gotta help me find evidence linking this Bang-Boo to the crime, so we can hold it accountable for my losses.
This isn't just about Give Change's reputation, officers. They could lose their job. You simply must uncover the truth and prove Give Change's innocence.
The only time I've seen Tin Master this agitated is when I asked for instant coffee.
I don't think Give Change is the culprit, Belle. We've dealt with the Bang-Boo at the convenience store quite a bit, and they've always been honest.
But Give Change was the only one there when the driver realized what had happened. So it's hard to explain. Look, people are leaving. Have Jiyuan and Xingyi resolved the incident? Let's go see what's going on.
Hi, Belle. Hi, Wise.
We overheard what happened earlier. Does the crowd leaving mean everything has been resolved?
Not yet, unfortunately. We discussed the situation and managed to calm everyone down.
Might I ask what the situation is now?
We took a look around the truck, and we didn't find anything suspicious, other than the traces left by the escaped ducks. There are no security cameras in the area, so all that's left to be checked is the Bangbu's visual record and the truck's anti-theft system. And to review both of those, professional technicians are needed, so we don't have an immediate conclusion.
Will that take a long time?
I'm afraid so. It'll take about 2 or 3 days. Both the driver and Give Change will have their daily routine disrupted somewhat during this time. After we explained the situation, the driver said his main concern is the whereabouts of the cargo. As long as he can deliver the shipment on time today, he's willing to reconcile. So, Tin Master and some other residents of 6th Street went to look for the ducks.
In that case, Wise, let's hurry up and go help too.
We'll accompany you as well.
Oh? I thought you were going back to the precinct.
The driver may have proposed a solution, but there's a likelihood of further conflict until all the ducks are recovered, so we can't just walk away. Junior officers would usually be responsible for these types of cases, but handing the task over would take time, and we don't want residents to think public security is evading our responsibility to the public. And there's something suspicious about this incident, so Qingyi and I decided to look for other clues while searching for the ducks.
G-U-N, Qingyi. Thank you. Then let's get going. We're pretty good at finding things, right, bro?
For some reason, the box
Interesting.
with the duck's head sticking up out of it just was really funny to me.
No, it is. It is. You're like, hey, I'm here.
Ugh, really, Wise? You totally forgot to turn off the lights last time you drove the car.
That's weird. I definitely turned them off. Also, it was dark when I came back, so I'd have noticed if I'd left the lights on.
Huh? What's going on? I can't turn off the lights.
Is something wrong with the switch?
I don't know, but nothing happens when I press it. The battery's gonna die at this rate. I'd better manually disconnect the lights for now. How weird. The car got serviced not that long ago. I just figured something would go wrong all of a sudden.
Hey, is it just my imagination, or does this situation seem familiar?
What's wrong, Chingy? Something on your mind?
All the incidents we've encountered today are somehow related to vehicles.
Now that you mention it, you're right. The van in the convenience store wouldn't start. The car that just pulled out of the remodeling shop broke down. And now Wise and Bell's car lights won't turn off. If we count the missing ducks from Pegasus Logistics, that's already 4 vehicles involved.
If we count the car accident the other afternoon, that's 5 in total.
That one wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been distracted while walking, Belle.
But that wasn't totally my fault, Wise. My cell phone suddenly malfunctioned, and it distracted me.
Belle's cell phone malfunctioned before the car accident at Lumina Square? What kind of malfunction?
She said her phone suddenly lost signal, and a bunch of colorful stripes appeared on the screen. But it went back to normal soon after.
I knew it.
Remember, Chingy? The driver said he was on the phone at the time of the car accident. If I'm right, something else must have been going on back then.
Right. That's probably why Give Change said it felt dizzy too.
Why do you two look so serious all of a sudden?
I think we've finally figured out what's really behind all the recent incidents. For now, let's get the ducks back and see if we can confirm a few things along the way. Meet us near the truck later, and I'll explain everything.
Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi told us to wait for them here. Did they come by?
No.
Oh, yeah. Here's all that happened. They just came and measured the Bangbu's electrical current data logs, asked a weird question, then left in a hurry.
Could you tell us what they asked?
They asked me if my cell phone had malfunctioned in any way, since I'd been on the phone during the incident. My phone actually did turn itself off out of nowhere, but how did they know that?
Wait, your cell phone malfunctioned too? Something just occurred to me. All the accidents lately. Could they be caused by EMP?
You're quite right, Belle.
Zhuyuan, Qingyi, you're back.
Have you ever heard of an EMP emitter, sir?
I can't say I have. What's that?
When activated, it causes a sudden change of current in nearby electronic equipment, resulting in component failures or, at worst, completely burning out the equipment. Using EMP, someone could open the electronic lock on your van without even touching it, easily. At the moment your door was opened, not only did your phone malfunction, but Give Change experienced a sudden surge of current, all indicative of an EMP attack.
So you mean this Bangbu is a victim just like me? And someone else is at fault?
Yes, we believe that to be the case.
I shouldn't have been so hot-headed. What I said before... Give Change, I'm sorry I misjudged you. You have my sincerest apology. So, who is the culprit, officers? Have you caught them?
Don't worry. Our colleagues are checking the surveillance records. We should be able to identify the culprit real soon. They launched multiple EMP attacks today, so if we check all the passersby near the crime scenes, we can narrow down our search.
Officers Yu-Yuen, we've investigated the surveillance records and have a suspect. We are currently tracking him near the street exit. Should we detain him for questioning?
Immediately. Well done.
Understood. Ah! Officer! The suspect has fled! He's heading toward your location!
Chingy, come on! We'll stop him!
Okay.
Whoa!
Stop there!
Hey, what are you doing?
Stop or I'll shoot!
Well, you should have shot him already then. Shoot his kneecaps out.
This is Yu-Yuen.
Obviously, he's not gonna
The
stop.
suspect has fled into the hollow. We're pursuing him inside.
Copy that!
Harder if I'd known he was so tough.
How are things going?
The culprit ran into the hollow and we're going after him. You two can head back now.
Let's follow them and see what
Oh
happens,
my
Wise.
gosh.
Is that reaction to let's follow them? Or
Well, my internet's struggling, I think.
ah.
I can't hear you.
Oh, what fun.
Everything is struggling all of a sudden.
Honestly, my internet is kind of spotty today too.
Okay,
game
I didn't think it was mine or yours, but I didn't want to just
I'm sure
automatically
they can
run out
handle
and
the
blame you
situation. We should go into the hollow and see if we can help.
when I wasn't too positive.
I think it's like I do think it's some of both, just because like my stream is fine. Like it. Well, is it though?
Yeah. I keep having to refresh it because it's spinning on mine with Twitch. Like it'll work and then it'll kind of like spin for a bit, and then even my YouTube is spinning.
Oh. I'm gonna say that it's my parents' fault.
Weird. That is great. Honestly, I can stand behind that. How is your parents, by the way?
Same as ever, pretty much. My mom's
Oh, that's
bored out
good.
of her mind, but
Oh, I'm sure.
that's kind of just how things are when you can't
Yeah.
walk for a while.
Honestly, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we can't just let him get away with it.
Yeah.
Are you mad at him because he almost caused me to have an accident? Even if he hadn't caused that accident, he needs to be held accountable for all the trouble on 6th Street. We can go whenever you're ready. By the way, even though you're angry, remember to keep your distance from Juyuan and Chingy in the hollow. They are still officers after all.
Are you angry?
Fairy suggested the exact same thing you did. Shoot in the kneecaps. I've already gone past it, but the dialogue line was something along the lines of, since verbal warnings have proved ineffective, it would be more effective to shoot the target, whatever word she used, in the legs.
That's what I'm saying. It's hilarious. Alright, my mom is actually home this time. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Time for some tail care. Ready for combat. Ambi, in position. Touch me. Need some time to make some money.
The heat signature is moving west. The precinct's carrot won't last forever. If we act fast, we can catch the suspect before he gets away.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Master, order received. Assisting security officers Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi in pursuing the fugitives. Multiple biosignatures detected ahead. Presumably the targets requiring assistance. Please utilize your size advantage to approach quietly and provide assistance when needed.
Surrender now! Give it up!
Wise, listen, they're down there.
Stop right there!
Ugh, they just won't give up. Eat this!
Ugh, it's an EMP.
Jingy, are you... Hold on. Ethereals are coming our way.
Were they attracted by the EMP? Let's fend them off first.
Wise, let's take a closer look.
Be careful. The ethereals are up ahead.
Don't worry. I have a full set of ammo with me today.
No wonder you were a top student. You're always prepared.
Is this what you meant when you said, expect the unexpected? Do it! Taking the shot. Sustain fire. Watch your surroundings. Locking in. They're ambushing. Move! Sustain fire. Moving up. all those ethereals.
I didn't expect the EMP emitter to affect ethereals so much. They just keep showing up. If we let him get away, he might continue causing trouble.
Yeah, and having one means he's likely connected to some sort of gang. We have to find him and get to the bottom of this. Let's check around for anything that could indicate where he's gone.
No need. He went right.
Huh? How'd you figure that out so fast?
Traces in the snow, marks in the sand. Observe the subtle to catch the culprit from afar. It's a skill passed down over generations. Want to learn how to do it?
Hold on, let me write that down. Slower this time. How did you figure it out?
Traces in the snow.
Is there a less mysterious way to put it? You make it sound like just a feeling.
I guess it is based on a feeling. My right hand feels numb.
I didn't realize the EMP would affect you like that. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing serious. It's just... Can we rough him up a bit once we catch him?
Well, guess we just have to catch him fast then.
That EMP transmitter is a real pain in the neck. You and Eos need to be careful. Juyuan and Qingyi are still chasing the culprit. We should get going.
Qingyi, there's a way through here!
The Bangbu can't reach the hole in the wall. There might be a way if we can fix this mechanism.
I have connected to the damaged circuit. Master, I found the cause of the damage. A short circuit. You can touch the circuit components and move them around to connect the circuit.
Try touching a circuit component.
The circuit has been fixed.
Nice, we've caught up.
How did they catch up again? They're not getting through here.
It's closed. We'll have to try and break it open.
Look, the switch is right there. We might be able to fix it.
Qingyi, something flew by just now.
Let's connect the circuit, just like last time.
The circuit has been fixed.
The door's open! You're incredible, Qingyi!
That's strange. I barely used any force just now.
Problem solved. Let's follow them.
Don't use the EMP. It'll draw the ethereals here.
Like I care.
They're over there. There are signs of an EMP being used here, too. We can do this with our eyes closed already. Let's fix it.
The circuit has been fixed.
You'll never catch me! Ha! A single ethereal is no match for me. Why are there so many of them? Help!
What a satisfying moment. That's what you call karma.
This isn't the time for reflection, Qingyi. We have to help him.
Whoa! Don't come any closer!
I can hear the suspect. Let's go.
There's no rush. Let him scream a little longer.
Qingyi, now isn't the time to be vindictive. Sustain fire. Yeah.
Yep. He sounds like he's doing okay.
I know you're angry at him, but we still have to help him.
You did well.
You asked for it. Going all out. Locking in. Slip in.
Following orders.
Don't come any closer!
All right, calm down.
There's ethereals! Ethereals! Help!
Calm down, sir. All the ethereals around here have already been eliminated. You're safe now.
Really? The ethereals are... I'm safe? You're the PubSec officers from before!
What's wrong? Didn't expect us to chase you all the way here?
No. I mean, I'm just surprised, is all. I mean, I've been causing problems for you all, and there was so many by, but you still took the risk of coming to rescue me.
What nonsense. Protecting citizens is our duty as officers. But as they say, what goes around comes around. If it weren't for your misuse of the EMP in town, you wouldn't have found ethereals nearby.
Damn. Wait, was that a poem?
According to new Eridu laws and regulations, my colleague and I are arresting you for illegal possession of a dangerous weapon and endangering the safety of others. What's your name?
Carlo Maroon.
Thank you for cooperating, Mr. Maroon. You have the right to remain silent. Once we're out of the hollow, you can contact a lawyer or get assistance from the Attorneys Association. We should make our way back to the precinct, Qingyi. Why are you looking around?
I kept feeling like there was someone else here besides us. But the feeling suddenly vanished.
Like who? You think there are other ethereals nearby?
Not an ethereal. Something smaller and more agile. Could just be my imagination. I mean, I did suffer several EMP attacks today. So my senses could still be a bit overwhelmed. Let's go. After we drop off Maroon at the precinct, we should go back to 6th Street and tell everyone the good news.
I can't thank you two enough for today.
You're welcome. It's an officer's duty and privilege. Public security will contact you for any compensation-related matters, should they arise.
You're back! So you caught the suspect?
Yeah, we just brought him to the precinct and finished our preliminary interrogation.
What was his motive for causing all those incidents?
Well, it's all a bit silly, honestly. He claims his initial intention was to use the EMP emitter to steal vehicles, but a lack of expertise led to various unintended outcomes.
Isn't possessing an EMP emitter strictly forbidden in the city? How'd he manage to get a hold of something like that?
The culprit is a member of a Hollow Raider gang. According to him, they illegally manufactured several EMP emitters to bypass vehicle security systems.
I see.
We'll interrogate him again to uncover what the Hollow Raiders are up to. Rest assured, we won't let them get away with it. But I can't disclose more details about the investigation. I hope you understand.
Well, that's about it. We'll be heading back to the precinct now for the second interrogation.
Hold on for a moment, officers.
Oh, General Chop, was there something you'd like to ask about the case?
No, you've explained everything clearly. Actually, a few neighbors and I have something we'd like to say.
Your help today is greatly appreciated. Not only did you clear Gift Change of any suspicion, but you also prevented the culprit from causing more harm in the future. And I'd like to apologize for my rudeness earlier. After speaking with my neighbors, we've decided to attend the safety lecture on Saturday. Here are the questionnaires we filled out.
Really?
Well, it's aimed at enhancing resident safety awareness after all, so it wouldn't hurt to attend. We heard you were ordered to come here and prepare for the event by Bringer. We can't let outstanding officers like you fail your mission just because we're unhappy with him, can we?
Oh, you're too kind. Protecting the safety of the citizens is our duty, but your willingness to attend the lecture helps us a lot too.
Can I also have a questionnaire, officers? I want to attend the lecture too.
Wonderful. Looks like all's well that ends well.
I guess that's what you call a win-win situation.
A mellow tune evokes 100 aromas. Leaving so soon?
Time for some tail care. Touch my tail, and now.
A mellow tune evokes 100 aromas. I'll be waiting for your next visit.
Well then. Actually, I wonder. Alright, well, I think it's time for me to call it a night. Actually, before I do, well, nah, at this point it's not worth using one of those and running that fight. I'm gonna call it a night, and I'm not actually sure when I'll be back to this, because there's a chance I won't be tomorrow, and I will probably live stream something else Saturday. I guess we'll see.